Okay, name that song. Excuse me. You know that song. Wait a minute, hold on. Welcome to my house, Florida. Yeah, so I was just kind of having a little chat with Woo Dude, and I was just getting in my car to go pick up my daughter, so I'm like, I feel like I need to call him. It's Saturday night. I don't normally call him on Saturday nights. Our normal routine is like Thursday morning sometime, I'm like, I just should call him and chat with him for a minute. And we started talking. He's like, yeah, Spirit told me you'd be calling me. I had to wait for you to call because I was going to tell you some stuff. And he's like, but, we don't want to cause fear and panic and alarm, that sort of thing. So, I get it. But if you recall, it was last year, so, a couple months ago, 3 months ago. I don't know if it was October, November, or somewhere around there. And he's like, Spirit gave me this thing about 2/22, like February 22nd, 2022. He goes, I don't know what. It's something big. They just keep telling me about this, and he didn't really know exactly what. Just, they kept pestering about that. And then I had my woo-woo friend, different person, girl, that had this crazy dream thing. She woke up out of a cold sweat, like, oh my God, I've never had a dream like that. And it was also about 2/22, and she was like terrified. And I think in hers, she might have saw the crypto market crashing or something. And then the main thing we're like, well, what do we do to protect ourselves if this happens? Do we go into a stable coin? Do we cash completely out of crypto? Are we sure it's going to be on 2/22? And of course with psychics and timing, we don't really know that kind of stuff. But it was one of the craziest, worst dreams she's ever had. I do remember that. And I did post it on Patreon back then. I'm going to go back to that post and just see, because I know I did a private video for my Patreon members. I'll just pause this for a second. Okay, the first thing I just wrote, I said this is back in October 25th, 2021. Woo-woo friend got a big dream about on 2/22/22. Like woo-woo dude, she saw the live stream last night, meaning the one me and him talked about. And again, this would have been October 24th, I guess, or so. It should have been on this current channel of mine, JSnip42. This might be one of the most important things we need to hear and understand how we deal with this soon to be wealth before it's gone before our eyes because we didn't do the right thing, whatever. And we're talking about, if cryptos crash, we need to grab it when they go up first, because if this big crash comes and some of these coins aren't going to be around, and we were hoping we're in the right coins, we need to figure out what to do about it. And that was some of what we talked about. And then she mentioned this dream, so I'm going to pause this video again because I still may have her text. I think she sent it to me in text. So just hang on a second. All right, and by the way, so she was getting that, the next few years are going to be, not too good. But 2025, things would actually turn around to a world we never experienced before fantastically. So that was interesting. We just had this conversation. And let me scroll up a bit. Yeah, she did lick her ice cream. She got one of those like party boats, like a pontoon boat. She goes, I you know, licked my ice cream. She spent some of that money. This is a while back. Hang on a sec. Let me pause this for a second again. All right, so here's the initial message from her. Because she's like, hey, how are you? Just checking in. Feels like we haven't talked in a while. Anyways, many people about we will do live stream mentioning 2/22 date. Reason I shared a dream. Now she had this dream on September 30th, so almost a month before this happened, on October 25th. And she goes, just want to share this bizarre dream. Woke up from, feels like premonition of the great reset to happen on 2/22/2022. But it was like the lights were turned off on financial world. Banks and crypto exchanges closed. They put a ban on almost all crypto, except for a select few coins, a dozen at most. Just prior to this reset, the crypto market went on a hyper bull run. Many of the DeFi and other altcoins making massive gains. However, all of these coins were wiped out after the reset, with no value and banned from use. People saw their massive wealth gains disappear before their eyes. Many took their lives in despair. And I'm thinking, whoa, we don't want any JSNIP4 subscribers, Patreon members especially, you know, having it in front of their face. I could have took the profit. I thought I was going to go higher, but I waited. I was greedy. I didn't lick my ice cream. Now, a bunch of these coins I'm sitting on are knocked off by world governments, and now I'm screwed. I have no money left, blah, blah, blah. And then they take their life in despair. No thanks. So, that's something she had said. Only people holding the surviving coins in self-custody, meaning your wallet, now had wealth beyond comprehension. The surviving coins were the more traditional coins chosen from the start. These coins saw modest gains during the bull run compared to other coins, so attention was not focused on them. The coins that survived, that she says she recalls, there was more, but this is what she recalled. And again, we posted this a while ago. We're getting close to the date. And again, you know how this stuff goes in psychic world. Maybe this date's going to come and go, and oh, nothing happened. And then all of a sudden next month, holy crap, something huge happened. Market's completely puking again. My two dream numbers about Ethereum and XRP I told you guys recently about. And one of the coins, I told you, $408 Ethereum, I got it in a dream. And then XRP was way lower than it is today at 70-something cents, way lower. So again, I know she gave a date. Woo dude's got this date, punching him in the face. Anyways, the coins she listed, but this isn't an end-all be-all list. Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP, Bitcoin SV, ETH, or Ethereum, ETH Classic, ADA, as in Cardano, Dogecoin, ETN, which is Electroneum, IOST, Qtum, and Atom. Pretty bizarre. Felt like a warning. Interest is here, you know, whatever. So, you know, that's when she's like, oh, hey, I licked some ice cream, you know, whatever. She said, stable coins, I get a big maybe about them and risk during that time. So I'm not real sure. She said, I'm not getting the great rise in precious metal prices as other people are. Prepare for upcoming times and buy land/real estate is what seems to, she gets repeatedly, she says. Again, next few years aren't going to be real good, but 2025 is going to be fantastic. That's the start of it. Get out of exchanges early February is what she was getting. Again, if you have your stuff sitting on an exchange not in your possession, I keep telling everybody, you know, you could leave it on Coinbase. Yeah, that's an American company. Yeah, it's insured. Da, da, da. But it's like gold and silver. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. And she said, sorry, I didn't get to finish what I was saying. Only stable coins were the central bank digital currencies when this happens. You were able to sell your crypto back to a bank to exchange for their stable coins, meaning the central bank stable coins, but I don't believe you were able to buy any crypto after the reset. The cryptos on the list was used for inner workings of new system, not really visible to users. Yeah, so that was kind of it for the chat we had. And I just want to just share that now because it's like, could be getting close to something, and we don't know, is it going to go exactly what we think or what she might have thought or what WWD was getting, which he hasn't gotten exact details. He's like, they just showed me this crazy date. That's why I did the live stream. Then she getting people sending her Jay Snip's live stream. WWD, he's got the same date that she got in this dream a month ago or whatever. And that's what prompted me to do that one post. And hey guys, you need to check this out. I did a private video. It's posted from October 25th on my Patreon, where I just basically read you what I already read just now. So anyways, I'm talking to WWD tonight, and he's like, yeah, Spirit said you were going to call me. He goes, yeah, I got something to tell you. And Julianne was like, oh, you should tell Joe, so he can tell his people. And he's like, yeah, I know, I will. He goes, but I think he's going to call me, and I'm going to wait for him to call me. And of course, I'm getting in my car to pick up my daughter, and I go, you need to call WWD. I'm thinking it's Saturday night. It was Saturday night, I guess that makes it alright. Little red Corvette, little blue Tesla Model 3 Performance. So I'm like, yeah, I need to call him. So he tells me, way after we start talking though, he's like, oh yeah, Spirit told me you were going to call me, and that's why I didn't call you. He goes, to tell you this, He's like, but again, we don't want to drum up fear and panic and all this. He goes, but Spirit told us a long time ago about that 2.2 and the 2.2.2, and it wasn't just about XRP. Remember they said you guys need to use your own due diligence and like your own, what's the word? Come on. Spirit in the sky. What's the word? Not due diligence. Your own, what's the word? Come on, Spirit. Give it to me, Spirit. Come on, Spirit. Oh, I just had it. People, discernment. See how that, when I do that, I'll tell you, every time I do that, I swear to God, every time I do that, Spirit, can you give me that? I totally forgot it. No idea what the hell the word is. Spirit, boom, I get hit with it. Bang. Oh. And the other day, all right, perfect example. I'm thinking about, I watched the movie, the Flight of the Navigator a while back. And I'm like, what was that kid? Joey something is his real name. He played, one of the kids' name in the movie. And I'm like, oh, what was his name? What was the dog's name? He was in the very beginning of the movie. He's trying to teach his dog how to catch a frisbee. And what was the dog? I'm like, Bruno. I'm like, Spirit, come on, what is it, Spirit? Oh my God, I have no idea what this freaking dog's name is. Why am I even thinking of the dog? I don't know, but Spirit, can you help me out? Bruiser. It was Bruiser. I go, son of a bitch. So that happens all the time. So discernment. Remember that. This is not just about XRP. It wasn't about the XRP price. There's a lot to this. Discernment. 2.2 and 2.2.2. So the other day, I was supposed to be on yesterday, Friday, with JC, and it was just kind of a little bit of a mismatch or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I can come a little later if I really. He's like, well, man, I've already done 3 live streams today. I'm like, yeah, just take a break, dude. It's good. We're not missing out on anything. No one's missing out on our live stream. Like, we have something important to say. So, yeah, take a break. So he goes like, all right, I'll do a quick video just to tell everybody, we can't do it tonight. And well, his video was 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And he didn't even time that on purpose. So, anyways, talking to WWD, we're bringing up all this old stuff about the 2.22, and Spirit's kind of giving him this warning. He goes, they're showing me this. They keep playing. He's like, all day long. Like, I've done readings today too. He goes, but they keep playing that song "Bridge Over Troubled Water," and he goes, I'm not real sure what they're trying to tell me, but it's something really, really important right now. And I said, well, there's that crossing into Canada. And I thought it was like something bridge or bridge something, or it's like one of the main entrances or things into Canada. And they're referring it to as something bridge. I go, I wonder if the riot police and them are about to crack down. I said, the Dick Algar and them guys saw some interesting response from the police that's not good in a remote viewing session for February. So he goes, well, it could be that. He goes, but whatever. He goes, I'm seeing Trudeau. He goes, remember what I keep saying in the last live stream we did and the one before that? He's like, he's like, I keep seeing it, that Trudeau, all these people who's been there to help him in scandal after scandal, they're always there to help him up off his feet. Like he falls over, so to speak, they pick him up. Spirit showed me him falling over and nobody helping him up. Like he doesn't get back up. So he goes, I think that's their way of telling me he's going down. He's not going to recover. He goes, I'm telling you, there's going to be some news about that guy that comes out. That's going to be a holy shiznit moment. And it ain't going to be something, oh, he's this, he's like, I know everyone's talking about, oh, he's the son of Fidel Castro. He's really the son, he's a communist son. And I said, yeah, isn't it funny that President Nixon, there's a old magazine article where he's with the mom, Trudeau's mom, and said, this kid could be this kid will be the Prime Minister of Canada one day. Yeah. Presidents are selected, they are not elected. So that was interesting. I mentioned that to him. He goes, yeah, shocker. So he goes, also Russia, they showed me, remember what we talked about? They showed me Putin fighting basically NATO, and they think he's going to do one thing. He's not. He kicks him in the face, kicks him in the knee, knocks him down, takes one of them out. He goes, I whatever that is, I think we're getting really, really close. And it could be the 20th. He goes, it could be the 20th or the 22nd or something with that too. This month. He goes, I really don't know. He goes, the other thing they're showing me is, like, they keep telling me, make sure you got plenty of fuel. Fill up all your tanks. Fill up extra tanks, gas cans or whatever. He goes, I'm not sure if they're doing that for, like, you need a generator reason, or, oh my God, something again happened, market something, oh my God, gas has exploded, it's such and such, $1, whatever, not $1, many, many, many dollars a gallon. He goes, I'm not sure, they're not telling me what that's about. He goes, but they've been on my ass here, like today especially, about make sure I have my wood. He goes, because I have wood for my wood burning stove. I've got an automatic log cutter thing. I think it's a hydraulic one. You pull the handle, and he needs some fluid. So they're like, "Good to fluid." He called the store and like, "We don't think we have any." He goes, "Could you just check?" "Oh my God, we do. We have them." He goes, "Yeah, I need 3 of them, 3 bottles." So he went down and got them. So that's when I hear this kind of stuff, to me this doesn't ring a bell of, well, gas exploded in price. And I say that because I've had 2 dreams now fairly recently about a blackout. Grid down, blackout. Lights out. And again, the second one, I wasn't even sleeping yet. I was in the process of kind of laying there, and I just saw like the sun go down, and then everything, it's dark. Sun's down, no electricity, obviously it's dark. It just goes straight to dark, right? And that's what I saw with my eyes closed, but I was awake. I'm like, oh, I just saw that, like, behind my eyelids, essentially, third eye. And I go, that's strange. That's maybe one of the first times I've had something awake like that. Like that anyways. And so I mentioned that. I go, guys, second video, second dream I've had in recent times about a blackout. I go, this is. So today, I had to bring 2. I bought these new 4-wheelers last year. I think I mentioned this early last year, or maybe it was late 2020. They're 2021 models. I've put almost no time on them. They have hardly any, 15 or 20 miles or something stupid on them. And I'm like, you're supposed to wait 25 hours of engine time and then get the first, service on them, oil service. And I'm going, I just should call and ask. It's been a year. I haven't really rode them much. And the guy's like, yeah, bring them in. If it oil's that old, it's starter oil, braking oil. He's like, yeah, just bring them in. So I get my trailer, little flatbed car hauler trailer that I have used for that purpose. And I'm like, all right. And I noticed my generator, that diesel I bought a while back. And I've always remembered, you only put 3/4 filled. You didn't go 100% full on that thing. And over the last few days, I've been feeling a little, maybe you should go top it off. Maybe you should just go top it off. You never know. And then today, as I'm moving the other trailer and I'm passing by the generator, I'm going, when you're done with this today, you could top it off. And I'm sitting here realizing, how many times do you have to have that thought before your dumbass goes out and does it? Do you not get the hint right now? And I'm going, yeah, I think I'm going to. So then I'm talking to Woo Dude again tonight. And he's telling me about this crap, about the fuel. He goes, I don't know if fuel plaster about to explode, if there's going to be a problem, And I go, well, remember my dream. I've had 2 now about the blackout. He goes, well, I know. He goes, I know it could be that. He goes, but what Spirit's telling me is to tell everybody, you know, like, fill up on your stuff, fill up your car, fill up the tank, get an extra can, fill up the can, you know, just like with gas, whatever. And I'm going, yeah, you know, we would do it. Funny you mentioning that now. I said, because just today, this morning, I was doing it again where I thought, you know, I should probably go fill up that generator one last, you know, fill up to the top. And I said, now that you're saying this to me, I'm realizing how much I've thought about it lately. I'm going to go ahead and do that tonight. So, you know, I'm driving back with my daughter and said, all right, I'm hooking it up. So I hooked it up, went down to the gas station or whatever, got some diesel, finished it off. It took another like 20, 21 gallons, I think, to finish it off, because I think it's like a 150 gallon tank. And brought it home, and I go, no, I'm not going to park it where I had it. I'm going to park it in the position that if I need to use it, my big fat cable thing can, you know, can reach it. I don't want to have to park it over there. Then I need it. Let me back the truck up, put the trailer hitch thing back on, bring it over here, back it around. No. What's the difference if it's sitting over there or sitting next to my house? It looks a little more riffraff sitting next to my house, but it's behind my house where no one can see it. And it doesn't look that bad sitting there. So I'm like, I'm going to put it there. So I unhooked it, set it up. It's right there. It's not plugged in or anything, but that's easy. I can just go grab the cable, hook it up to the breaker panel, the special connector I have, and then, you know, hook it up to the generator and turn it on if I need it. So that's what I did tonight. I'm going, yeah, I think it's time to get ready for this. And I've had 2 dreams, and he's having Spirit all over his ass about get your extra firewood thing done, get that stuff done. He goes, you know, because up here, Joe, I'm going to use my firewood first, you know, and I think he's got gas propane also, but he's like, I'm going to use, you know, use the firewood and that sort of thing. So he said, you know, I do feel like whatever's going to happen, we may get a slam down on crypto. He goes, and I was actually tempted today to maybe just go, you know what, I think I'm going to unload that Bitcoin I had. I think he had 1 Bitcoin. And he goes, but I kept seeing Spirit show me Bitcoin at $200,000. Like he mentioned in the live stream. He goes, so at that point, I'm going, well, I know, to him, he's like, this is a sure thing. So why touch my Bitcoin? Just leave it. He goes, but we could have a slam down, and during the slam down, for whatever reason, people can't get in, you can't make a trade. He goes, if anyone's going to play this game or anything with crypto, he goes, you need to tell them to have their orders already set where they trigger automatically, which is a limit order. Regular Coinbase, you can't do that. Coinbase Pro, you can. Mandela, you can. Binance, you can. Other exchanges, you can. You set a limit order. I want to sell this crypto at this price. But of course, that also means you got to put your crypto on that exchange to set that sell price or buy price. So, in other words, if you were to sell now in possibly anticipation of the next crash, and you take your stable coin, it's sitting on an exchange, and you go, okay, well, let me go and place my order for one more of the same coin I had or whatever you decided. Multiple coins, and you set your prices low, and you go, okay, let's see if these things hit. And then this crisis hits, and then bang, it happens. Middle of the night, power outage all over the place, can't log in, can't do this, can't do that. And you're watching the crypto market being destroyed, and you can't do anything about it because you can't log in, da-da-da. He's saying that's the kind of thing. But again, at the end of the day, after all that's over with, he does believe we're going to go up, 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 and away. And we're going to have 200K Bitcoin and such. All these coins that I'm currently in, not that I have a lot of different ones, I personally feel like these are all going to be safe. I don't know that they're going to get, crapped on by the elite or whatever. Like Woo friend, the female, had said that she goes, I know there's going to be a bunch of altcoins that just go away, but like she said, she saw a huge run up first. So we may have a run up first. Again, I know it's only February right now, and then we have March, which many of us think are going to be a good month for crypto, and then we're kind of hearing that April might be a bad month for crypto. So my plan initially was like, well, let's see how February and March go, and let's just see. And then if we do have a hell of a run up, maybe I'll have to unload some at that point. But as I say on my Patreon, I always post what I'm doing. Hey, I just did this, or I'm about to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Like I moved some stuff around recently to get some more Matic, and I went ahead and posted it. Hey guys, here's what I did. So anyways, I wanted to share all this right now because we may be getting close to some shit going down. Okay? Take care.